All right, we are ready. I want to welcome everyone to our Team Health Now Revolution web conference. I am Kim Cardenas. I'm an Arbonne independent consultant, and we are excited to share with you tonight information about Arbonne's new sports nutrition line called PhytoSport. You know, the PhytoSport products were developed with the athlete in mind. So whether you're a team athlete or an athlete in which you're just working out at the gym yourself, the PhytoSport nutrition products can help you achieve the goals that you want to achieve and also win the races that you want to win. Our trainers tonight are both Arbonne independent consultants, and they are both very qualified to talk about Arbonne's PhytoSport nutrition, sports nutrition line. Laura is a nutritionist and registered dietitian. She has a master's degree in human and exercise science, and Sherry Teeter just completed her 11th tri-sprint triathlon. She loves all sports, including skiing, running, hiking, kayaking, swimming, cycling, and she loves to cook. And Sherry, I can't wait to take advantage of that when I actually get to meet you in person. So anyway, right now I'm going to turn it over to Laura, and she's going to get into the details about our PhytoSport products.
Okay, thank you, Kim. So I was so excited when Arbonne unveiled the sports nutrition line in April and have been in love with it ever since, and everybody that uses it just absolutely loves it. The PhytoSport line was developed to help both amateur, professional athletes, and people that aren't athletes. And I'm going to tell you some of the benefits of the sports nutrition line here in just a few minutes. So the three products that are part of the line include Prepare and Endure, which you drink before your workout. There we go. And then there's also a complete hydration line, and I'm completely out of that at my house right now, and I don't have the box anymore. And then the third product is the after workout. And these are 3 drinks that you mix with water. I like to tell people they can use 1 water bottle and reuse it for each of the drinks that they are consuming to help them with exercise performance or whatever reason they are drinking these. The beautiful thing about the PhytoSport line is it does not contain any ingredients that are usually found in other sports nutrition products. There's no artificial colors, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial flavors. They do not contain whey. There's no caffeine, which is a banned substance by the International Olympic Committee. They do not contain soy. So they provide all the good benefits without the junk. And they are used by professional athletes so they achieve professional level results. They're also certified by the Banned Substance Control Group. And this group tests for all the drugs that might be found in professional, Olympic, college level sports, and all these PhytoSport products are absolutely fine. They're certified, again, by the Banned Substance Control Group, and every batch of these PhytoSport products are tested by the Banned Substance Control Group. So it's not just this group has come in one time and tested a batch. Every batch, you can be assured, is going to be free of any harmful substance and any substances banned by that group. So I wanted to go ahead and get started with the Prepare and Endure drink. I like to drink this 15 to 20 minutes before exercise. The label says you can drink it before or during exercise, and I've just found personally that it works better if I drink it about 15 to 20 minutes prior to exercise. So in Prepare and Endure, you are going to find some functional carbohydrates, simple carbohydrates that are going to be able to be turned into energy that's going to allow us to sustain the intensity of the workout. It's a blend of electrolytes that will help with blood pressure regulation. the Prepare and Endure is also going to support the oxygen delivery and blood flow during activity, which is so important to be able to maintain activity and not get the soreness that develops with lactic acid, accumulation in the muscles. So there's a lot of oxygen delivery, improved blood flow. There are a lot of antioxidants that are contained in these, in the Prepare and Endure. Vitamins A, vitamin C, and vitamin E are all known antioxidants. And while we exercise, I used to tell my students, the only downside to exercise is that we do produce free radicals that that can lead to devastation in our cells while we're exercising. But this antioxidant blend is going to help prevent that free radical formation and fight those free radicals, so that we are not going to have cellular damage because of exercise that can actually happen. There are also a lot of amino acids and nutrients that are going to help our cells do what they are designed to do, to take in energy and put out the waste products more efficiently. So one of the ingredients in Prepare and Endure is called L-carnitine, and this L-carnitine is a fat transporter. So it's necessary to transport the fatty acids into the liver and into the cells, and then the cells can utilize those fatty acids for energy. So we all want that. Who doesn't want to have less fat? I don't know very many people. So L-carnitine is so important in allowing us to use the fatty acids in our bodies and in the foods that we are eating to be used as energy. And fat is a major energy source, so we want to be able to use that. The L-carnitine, by allowing us to use the fat for energy, is going to preserve glycogen. And glycogen is the storage form of glucose. Glycogen is found in liver and muscle. And while you're exercising, you want to use that as the last resort. And so as we are allowed to use fatty acids better, we're not going to use that muscle glycogen, which is going to allow us to improve our performance, to lengthen our performance at peak levels. So that is really important. Ribose is another ingredient found in Prepare and Endure, and ribose is a really neat sugar. It's a component of ATP, which is the energy that our muscle uses in the basic level, adenosine triphosphate. Ribose is going to improve heart muscle function, which is important during exercise because your heart is thumping and you want it to be maintained. And a neat thing about ribose here, which is important for people, not only athletes, but people that are maybe suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome and symptoms of fibromyalgia, ribose can reduce those symptoms. It can also play a role in reducing symptoms of coronary artery disease. So it's an important little nutrient that doesn't get a lot of attention, but it is very helpful in those suffering from chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia. Arginine is an amino acid that is also found in Prepare and Endure. It is going to support the nitric oxide levels in the blood, and that means that our blood flow is going to be improved. We're going to have better blood flow, and during exercise we need that blood because the blood provides oxygen and the blood provides nutrients. So we need that oxygen and those nutrients to sustain our muscle and our muscle function. And the blood flow is also going to be taking away the waste products, that carbon dioxide and lactic acid that's going to be produced in the muscles during exercise. So arginine really helps feed the muscles and take the waste products away from the muscles. Another amino acid that's found in Prepare and Endure, and this is the darling of the athletes, is citrulline. Citrulline is also a supporter of improved blood flow. And so it's really going to be important in helping those muscles get fed and also helping those muscles get the waste products out. Citrulline has also been shown to reduce muscle soreness which is important because when you work out, a lot of times you're very sore the next day or actually 2 days later. So citrulline will help with that muscle soreness. But citrulline is the darling because it can actually help improve athletic performance by 5 to 15% in athletes. Vitamin B12 is also found in Prepare and Endure, and it is very important because it supports red blood cell production. And if you don't know, red blood cells are the major oxygen transporters in the body. And so when the more red blood cells you have, the more oxygen delivery you're going to have to your cells, to your muscles, and that's going to be important in exercise as you are really using those muscles a lot. So Prepare and Endure, no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, no artificial sweeteners. It contains about 50 calories and 9 carbohydrates and 6 grams of sugar per serving. So it's a fantastic product, and I really, really can tell a difference in my workout when I use the Prepare and Endure before. So I'm going to move on to the next product, the Complete Hydration. Complete Hydration comes in individual packets, and it is a fantastic rehydration formula. It has 6 different electrolytes that are going to help improve performance, improve endurance, and the main reason they do that is because they help prevent dehydration. When you get dehydrated, your body doesn't function normally, and headaches can occur, muscle fatigue, and you just stop. So those, the Complete Hydration, those electrolytes in this formula are so important with that. Complete Hydration also contains that special little sugar called ribose that I talked about already. So it's going to improve that muscle performance and support your athletic performance. There are also a lot of antioxidants, vitamins A, C, and E, again, in the Complete Hydration, which will help prevent those free radical formation. And it really just helps to rehydrate the cells. The thing that I love the most about Complete Hydration is that it is a great substitute for other electrolyte drinks on the market, which contain artificial colors and artificial flavors, artificial ingredients. And it doesn't contain any artificial like high fructose corn syrup, which is very detrimental, or any type of artificial sugar or sweetener. And it has less sugar than the average rehydration drink that you can buy on the market today. There's only about 3 teaspoons of sugar in the Complete Hydration versus about 14 in some of the other hydration drinks. And the whole PhytoSport line is great for your entire family. I know I've really, really enjoyed having the Complete Hydration as an alternative to other sports drinks that are on the market for my children, because I really do not allow them to have artificial flavors or colors or sweeteners, and that's just impossible to do that. Just go into the store, and they all love it. And football practice has already started in Arkansas, and I'm so thankful that when it's 110 degrees outside, my son can have a good rehydration drink. He also drinks the before workout and the after workout. So anyway, especially during the summertime, I know right now in Arkansas, it's been so extremely hot and humid. So this PhytoSport line has just helped so many people be able to maintain their workouts during this heat and humidity. And I've noticed that it doesn't, I don't have that headache. I don't have that just fatigue after workout that I would normally have when I was just drinking water or some other type of rehydration drink. So I've been thrilled with that side effect, that positive side effect with the PhytoSports products. Okay, so the last product that I was going to talk about tonight is called After Workout. And After Workout is a fantastic drink, and it helps to prevent muscle soreness. And I've actually had people say it freaked them out a little bit because after their workout, they should have been a lot more sore than they were. So it really, really does help with muscle soreness. It can help restore energy after. Let me just back up a little bit. After we work out, it's very, very important. I mentioned glycogen a few minutes ago, and glycogen is the storage form of glucose. It's very, very important to replenish the glycogen in our muscles and in our liver after workout, because if you don't, you're not going to have be able to perform optimally the next time you work out. And really, within 30 minutes after workout is the optimal time to replenish that glycogen in your muscle, in your liver. You can still do it after that 30-minute window, but it's not going to be as complete as it is during that 30-minute window after your exercise. So everybody is always thirsty after exercise, so this is a fantastic way to put some carbohydrates in your body to replenish that those glycogen stores in your liver and in your muscle. It also contains branched chain amino acids, a 2-1-1 ratio of branched chain amino acids. So athletes are looking for these, bodybuilders are looking for these branched chain amino acids. These are not made in the body. The 3 that are included in after workout are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. And these are the things that are going to help support the muscle repair, because when we work out, we're actually breaking down our muscle, and we have to get back in there and provide some amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein, so that muscle can be replenished and restored. And with muscle growth is really how we're going to be able to change the shape of our body. And that's a good thing for men and for women. This is not going to make women bulk up and look like a bodybuilder, but it will help with building cells, repairing cells, promoting recovery of the muscles in our body so that we can sustain increased metabolism longer, and we can have a better body shape and a healthier body shape with a little bit more muscle than fat, because we want a bigger ratio of muscle to fat, or muscle than fat, in our body. After workout also contains vitamin B12, which helps our body to metabolize the carbohydrates. It also supports red blood cell formation, which we've talked about is so important, and it helps reduce fatigue. Pomegranate is also in after workout, and pomegranate, we know, is an excellent antioxidant. It helps fight those free radicals that are formed during exercise. It's a very powerful antioxidant. And so that is contained in PhytoSport. It doesn't taste like pomegranate, but it's in there. There's also beetroot. So your after workout, as you may have guessed, is going to be a little bit red in color because it's got beets and pomegranates in it. The beetroot is important in improving blood flow, which is going to be important in that muscle recovery, repair, rejuvenation. Beetroot is also going to help lower blood pressure, which is good, and it can improve stamina. So that's going to be important as we're building back up after our workouts, because we want to have more stamina the next time that we are exercising. So it can also help stimulate insulin production, and insulin is it's like a bridge that takes the sugar from the blood into the cells. So we want to be sensitized to insulin, and we want to have a good insulin production so that the foods that we're eating can actually get into our cells and be used for energy. So the branched chain amino acids are important in the after workout, and also the B12, the pomegranate, and the beetroot. Another little interesting fact about the after workout, it can be included with the Arbonne protein shake mix, which is 20 grams of protein, and then you can add in the after workout, which provides the branched chain amino acids. And so you're really going to have a fantastic recovery drink, because you're going to have carbohydrates, you're going to have protein, and then when you put all of that together, it's really going to be important, and it tastes good in that power smoothie after you work out. So I've talked about all 3 products, but I haven't yet talked about the proprietary blend that Arbonne has put in all 3 of the PhytoSport products. So this is a blend of 3 different herbs and botanicals. The first one is ginseng. ginseng, turmeric, and cayenne is the proprietary blend of these botanicals that are found in all three of the PhytoSport products, the Prepare and Endure, the Complete Hydration, and the After Workout. So ginseng is important. Ginseng helps to improve metabolism, rev up metabolism, which leads to an increased energy. You're going to feel like you have more energy. It also is important in improving insulin sensitivity. And we want to be, I've already talked a little bit about insulin, and we want our bodies to be sensitized to insulin. Insulin is something that we know is associated with diabetes and prediabetes. And in those cases, people either do not have any insulin production or their bodies are not as sensitized to insulin anymore. And so they have to produce a lot more and their blood sugar levels go up because their body doesn't recognize the insulin that's there. So ginseng is important in improving that insulin sensitivity and allowing our bodies to use the nutrients that we have and getting that sugar into the blood and out of the blood and into our cells to provide energy for our cells. If our blood sugar levels are too high, it's going to cause inflammation and breakdown of the normal body processes. So we don't want that. We want our blood sugar levels to be normal. So ginseng is very important with that in boosting that metabolism and helping you feel more energetic. The next botanical is turmeric, and turmeric is a very, very powerful botanical. It's the turmeric root is what is used in the PhytoSport blend. Turmeric is a very powerful antioxidant. It is an antibacterial, and it is anti-inflammatory. It's very, very important in protecting and supporting our joints. It's great for joints. And what are we using while we're exercising? Our joints. So we want to be able to protect and support those joints. It also helps protect and support the liver, which is our major organ of metabolism, detoxification. We want that liver to be protected at all costs. So the antioxidants are going to be important in preventing that free radical formation. The antibacterial is going to be important in supporting a healthy immune system and squelching those bad bacteria that can get into our bodies and help us to stay healthy. And then anti-inflammatory. Oh my goodness, that's so important because inflammation is just really the root of all disease. So if we can keep that inflammation down in our body, the breakdown of the whatever it is, the blood vessels, the cells in our body, whatever it is, that we can keep that inflammation down in, we're not going to have a progression to a disease state. Then the last botanical included in the PhytoSport blend is cayenne. And I had somebody ask me, oh my goodness, is it going to make the drinks hot? And no, it doesn't. It's cayenne, but it doesn't make the drinks too hot to drink. Cayenne is important in blood circulation. It helps to reduce the blood fat levels. So the fat in our blood is reduced with cayenne. Excuse me. So it also causes a thermogenic effect. So it doesn't taste hot, but it helps heat our body up. And as the body heats up, our metabolism is going to be revved up. There's a thermogenic effect with the cayenne, and it actually helps to counteract a slow metabolism. So if somebody has lost weight very rapidly or lost weight maybe unsafely, a lot of times the metabolism is going to be really affected and slowed down. And so cayenne can help counteract that sluggish metabolism, get the metabolism revved back up so that more calories are being burned, more calories are being utilized in exercise to maintain the exercise level that we desire. So, wow. I forgot to say, be sure and have a pen and paper to take notes because there's a lot of information. I'm so glad this call is being recorded. So that's what I have about the products. And now Sherry, our triathlete, is going to tell us about how she uses them and her experiences. So Sherry?
Great. Thank you, Laura. Wow is right. That's a lot of information, but it's so awesome. I mean, how powerful is all that knowledge to have and make you want to drink this right away and get started. So thank you for all that details. By the way, here's the PhytoSport
Thank you.
and the little packets that it comes in that it's hard to get because it's so hot on the market, right?
Yes.
So anyhow, well, thanks again for that. My name's Sherry Teeter, and I live in Colorado and enjoy the outdoors quite a bit. Pretty much, I thrive on being outside. I spend most of my days running a business indoors, so any opportunity I can to be outside is always a major plus for my mental being. So, but I basically like to do pretty much anything, wintertime skiing, as Kim mentioned, just a little bit of everything. But to stay fit, as I started to age, I decided to always have something on the radar. So I'm always in training for some sort of event, whether it be a 5K, a 10K, have not done a half marathon. I'm not really a runner. I started doing triathlon sprints because I'm not a great swimmer. I love the water and love swimming, but I never was, grew up with a swimming pool in school and things like that. So I did it to motivate myself to get better. So I always like a long cycling ride in the mountains. So I'm always having something planned on the radar, a big weekend trip doing something. So I am always, you know, trying to train for something, but I never used any of the sports products. I was never fond of the way they taste or, I can totally notice the difference that you get this like immediate kind of high, probably from the caffeine in most of them, and then the sugar, and then you basically hit the wall is what I call it. So in the middle of your event, you know, your race day, as I call it, or whatever it is that you're doing, you all of a sudden like lose all energy. And then as Laura had pointed out, recovery, not helpful whatsoever. So anyhow, so I never have used it, but I've always had major trouble with hydration. So I'm not a big water drinker. I like it, but never consume enough of it. So that's another key in, you know, maintaining a good performance and feeling well and recovering well. So long story short, I was fortunate enough to be introduced by Brenda and become an independent consultant for Arbonne and start enjoying the products. And then right after that, of course, PhytoSport launches, and she says, boy, have I got something for you. So I was excited, and I started using it just on, you know, just as it says, you know, the prepare and endure, the hydration, and the after workout. And I would do this for my, I would say, 45-minute to 2-hour workouts. All of the products are fantastic, as Laura mentioned, in their own individual way. They're good individually, but they also complement each other for sure. They definitely, with all the list of ingredients and all the benefits, you can see that Arbonne did a lot of research before they launched this product. I started, you know, so thank you, Brenda, by the way. So I started using this product in that form, and I started noticing a difference, especially in the hydration, because I do get cramps, headaches, because I do not drink enough water. And I tried various things, coconut water and, you know, other things besides sports drinks to try to do that. And nothing seemed to work. So I noticed immediately the hydration made a huge difference in the way I felt. And I can tell you 3 really specific instances that I definitely can guarantee you that this stuff works. The first one is I do boot camp here at a place called Red Rocks Amphitheater and you know, here in the foothills, and it's very high in altitude, and it's an intense 90-minute workout in the sun, in the heat, especially in the summertime. But you're climbing up and down. It's where they give show concerts, and you run up and down the bleachers, you climb walls, you do all kinds of ab workouts, you do crawling on the ground. It's crazy, but I love it. But I cannot even walk up and down the steps of my house when I get back from Aruba. And I could do it every week, all month long, and it takes me 2 days to recover. I can hardly like go up and down the steps with, you know, not limping. So I started using it the second Red Rocks boot camp. After doing it, I was like, oh my gosh. Ellis is like, my husband said you're walking normal. So Definitely the combination of the three, like I said, complementary. The after workout definitely helps with the soreness. The hydration helps with the long-term performance, and the prepare and endure is getting your body ready for that because the workouts start early in the morning. But the after workout, I can tell the soreness and just the way that I feel afterwards. My whole day isn't feeling like I'm just, like, oh my goodness, I can't do anything else. I can't do work in my house or go gardening or whatever else I want to do that day. So major, major difference. In June, my first triathlon this year, I actually had some company that was staying with me when I did it. And I actually, used, trained for it as I always do. And then also used all the afterwards. It was a beautiful hot day, and my friends, we went back, got something to eat. And I actually went kayaking after I did this tri-sprint. I mean, nothing major kayak trip. And then, the next day got up and went on a hike up a little mountain. And I mean, my friends were like, really? What are you on? I want some of it. So that was my second one. And I can tell you I just 10 days ago completed my 11th triathlon sprint, Try for the Cure, Race for the Cure for breast cancer. But it's the Try for the Cure. And I was not feeling well. I was actually contemplating whether I could actually do this. I woke up, I didn't sleep well. I just did not feel well. And I had to kind of do a mental check with myself. But I just got up and did my routine, worked through it, and started, got to the swim part of it, which I dread the most. And I made it through the swim, and that's when I know that I can finish. But I ended up completing and beating my time by just a few seconds. But that's good enough for me at this stage of my life. And but I'm telling you, I did not feel well at all. I was not rested. I did not feel, my legs were already sore. I don't know. There was something kind of not right with my body. So those are three perfect examples. But what I want to say is that this, like Laura pointed out, this is not just for major performance athletes, weekend warriors. I'm sure they designed it in mind for a lot of those uses, but just, she mentioned young kids or young adults too that are in school. They're not ever drinking properly the water. The hydration, my mother drinks it now because she's horrible at drinking water. So that should be on everyone's shelf for sure. And I, like I said, tried them individually, joined together, and then I experimented with them. So it depends on what your level of activity is going to be, and you can play around with it. But I add, my perfect workout is, I like to add the pomegranate fizz stick to the prepare and endure. I like the way it changes the taste. I think that it also gives you that little extra boost of energy to get you motivated first thing in the morning. And then I move into the hydration throughout the workout, whatever I can. And then of course, finish within 30 minutes with that. And like Laura mentioned, that, first of all, that after workout is the best tasting sports drink of any sort or anything. And after you do an event, a race day or a major workout, that is the most refreshing thing I've tasted in a long time. I was just like, this is heaven, I told my husband, because I was, like I said, not feeling well that day. But you're always like needing to actually fuel up too at the end of a race or an event or a long workout. And so that after workout helps with that. But by adding the protein shake, you're getting something and you're fueling your system to complete, to make your performance stay and to feel, still feeling good at that point before you can go get an actual meal, but you're putting something in there. So it tastes great and it works well. And actually also the prepare and endure does go well in a protein shake as well. If you are not doing a race or an event that day, and you're just training for something or you're doing a general workout, then it also is a good way to start, because you don't like to eat a meal before a heavy workout. So adding it there as well, I think is an excellent way to do that. But I just think that Arbonne just did a fantastic job with this. Their timing couldn't have been better. There are so many people that are getting into sports activities and wanting to get fit. And I encourage anybody that's just starting out to definitely start using these products and experiment with them. And if you are not physically active that much, you definitely should have the hydration on your shelf for you and your family and your friends, and share it with everyone, because it is one of the most important things that you can do for your body. And especially, as Laura mentioned, with the hot weather in the summertime, I can't imagine. I'm really excited to try it for skiing, because that is, another time when I can't wake up and walk sometimes the next day. So why do I do these things, right? So I just wanted to, that's pretty much my take on it. I hope that just, gives you the inspiration to get out there and try it and use it and share it with everybody, because I definitely 100%. And the results are in, by the way. I'm sure that everyone on this Zoom knows that, but I saw that 93% of the people that have used this product will recommend it, have seen results. So that's already, the stats are coming in, and it's only been a few months. So it's going to be, it's hot. What else can I say? So thank you very much. And feel free to email me, or ask, if anybody wanted to ever, know any more thoughts on anything like that, I'd be happy to share any experiences that I have. But that's it in a nutshell.
Thank you, Sherry. That was awesome. And thank you, Laura, for sharing with us. And gosh, really, PhytoSport is a game changer. It's a game changer. And if you want to increase your game, then PhytoSport's going to be the group of nutrition products for you. So if you would like more information on these products, let us know. We'd be happy to share with you. If you would like to order these products, again, let us know. We'd be happy to help you with that. And also, if you are interested in joining our team, we are always looking for others who are willing to step up and step out and help change the world. Because not only does Arbonne have fantastic sports nutrition products, we have fantastic nutrition products that are for the entire family, and we also have great personal care products that are pure, safe, and beneficial. So again, we are Team Health Now Revolution, and we are changing lives every day, and we appreciate you guys being on this webinar with us, and we look forward to seeing you again, because we plan on having these regularly. So have a great evening, and good night.
Good night. Thank you, Kim.
You are welcome.
Good night.
Good night.